Tonight, buddy. Let's see. I've got so much to say, so many announcements to make. First of all, I hope everything is working smoothly tonight. I hope I'm coming in nice and clear. Hope you can see me. Hope you can hear me. Drop something in the chat. Let me know what's going on. Because let me tell you, this is some big stuff I got to talk about tonight. First and foremost, I bought a new computer with upgraded graphics, upgraded processor, upgraded RAM, upgraded everything. So hopefully this is coming in smooth. Hopefully, it's not freezing on my end. I mean, I've got the ticker at the bottom. I don't have too much going on as far as graphics, and I'm not trying Skype tonight, but fingers crossed this is running much smoother. Actually, the guy that I bought the computer from at Best Buy, he gave me some tips on how to set up my OBS that maybe, my graphics card sound crystal clear. Awesome, thank you. The guy said that if I change some of the settings in OBS, it'll share the workload between the processor and my graphics card, which is much beefier than my old one. So I should be coming in smooth with no hiccups, no freezing. Fingers crossed. I'm hoping for that. I'll add more stuff in as we go, but just suffice it to say, maybe, just maybe, I have something that I can move forward with and go back to my typical Monday streams and get back to your teacher's favorite history. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Do you think that's something I should keep going with? I don't know. You tell me. If you're watching this live, just let me know in the chat if you're in here. If you're watching this on replay, hopefully I've already edited out that first minute or so of wait music. But leave a comment. Let me know if you think about, or what you think about, the teacher's favorite history segment that I've been doing. I like it. I enjoy talking to other teachers, but if technology is not friendly, then I have to record it, and that's just not as fun. I'd rather be able to chat with you guys while chatting with the teacher. I like the whole community aspect. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Check everything on here. YouTube is saying excellent connection. So far so good, right? What do you think? All right. Now, if you saw the title, oh my goodness. I read an article in Atlas Obscura today, and it talks about Greenland, and got me thinking, the whole, diplomatic, just blah, I don't know, the whole tiff between Denmark and the United States got me thinking about how, the United States, Trump said he wanted to buy Greenland. When you first hear it, you think it's probably just random, why? Why would we buy Greenland? It's literally a chunk of ice in the Arctic, right? Why? Why would we buy Greenland? Oh, goodness. But then you start digging a little deeper. And the article I read today talked about Project Iceworm. If you're not familiar with Project Iceworm, you're not alone. I wasn't either until today. Listen, this is, Cold War at its best right here, if you will, because although Denmark, owns and controls Greenland, the United States said, oh, we want to put a research base up there. And Denmark's like, okay, let's do that. Well, unbeknownst to them at the time, they were digging miles, like 2,500 miles of underground, under the ice tunnels where they could store and possibly launch nuclear missiles. I mean, think about it. Cold War. Greenland's the perfect location. It's so close to Russia, right? Right near our enemy. Well, problem was, they didn't expect the icebergs to be moving glaciers to be moving as fast as they were. So within a few years, they kind of abandoned it. And by 1967, this was 1960 that they started it. By 1967, they just abandoned the whole idea. Still there. And there is still nuclear radiation underneath the ice. How do we know about it today? Like, why is it big news? Well, it's because they're predicting that because of global warming, say what you will, but climate is changing, which is kind of oxymoronic, I guess. But the weather's changing. The climate is shifting, and they're saying that ice is going to melt and expose all of those nuclear tunnels, which would then expose all that nuclear radiation to the surface, which would then affect the ecosystem. Now, I'm just going to do a quick check. Still says excellent condition. All right. That's good to know. All right. Now, that's kind of a big deal, but, what else is it about Greenland? Is Trump trying to buy it? The United States want to buy it just to cover up that, so, we don't get any, international backlash for having to clean up a nuclear mess? Maybe. But what else is there in Greenland? See, this is something you probably don't think about and what's going on in there. Look at your cell phone. Here's mine. It's older now, but it takes rare earth metals, rare earth magnets, and rare earth metals to produce your cell phone. 70% of rare earth metals are mined in China. Who are we currently in a trade war with? China. Greenland is another location where you can mine rare earth minerals. And China is one of the chief miners of rare earth minerals in Greenland. Well, the United States might be posturing itself to get the rare earth minerals in Greenland. I don't know. I'm sure it certainly goes a lot deeper, and it's a lot more complicated than that. I don't know. You tell me, what do you think? Why are we buying Greenland? Why is Trump trying to negotiate to buy this chunk of ice? Could it be the rare earth minerals so that maybe we could start producing more in the United States? Is it to keep China from getting those rare earth minerals? Is it just to be closer to Russia? You tell me. Leave a comment below. Drop it in the chat. Let me know what you think. Let me make sure YouTube still says excellent connection. Okay. Tell me what you think. Now, while we're on the subject of talking about trade deals, you saw the picture. You can see where Greenland is. I think it's interesting that if you look at my thumbnail for this, if you go back and look at that, it's a Mercator projection map, and Greenland looks monstrous. If you zoom out and look at the entire world map, it is, I think it's pretty interesting. It, kind of like I tell my kids, like I told you, it's not everything's black and white. There's a gray area to all of this. So I think that's pretty neat. There's always more. And it's always interesting to, dig into it, don't you think? What was I saying? Oh, the map, the Mercator projection. It looks monstrous, doesn't it? Like, if you zoom out and move Greenland over, it's the size of Africa, which, Lord knows, if you look at a globe, Greenland is, this big, Africa is this big, So it's kind of funny that I chose that. It was just because that was an easy map to find, to be honest with you. So, I don't know. What do you think? If you watch, if I think about it, if I can find it, I'll put a link at the top here somewhere to talk about a Vsauce video I just watched about maps, and the West Wing talks about the maps and how to accurately portray a sphere, the globe, the Earth on a flat surface. It's really hard to do. Sorry, I'm going off on a little bit of a tangent here. This is why I normally script my videos, not just talk. But yeah, I read that today and I thought it was interesting. I wanted to share it with everyone. Also wanted to share the news. I have this new computer that looks like it's running very smooth right now. I mean, CPU is only at 17% according to OBS right here. And I've been going for about 9.5 minutes, it looks like. Angel, what's up, buddy? You just get the notification? Good to have you in here. How you doing tonight? And now I got you on. You're a current student of mine. Didn't I already tell you guys this year that, history and civics and all that's not black and white. It's, a lot of gray area. And there's always two sides to a story. Do I still have PancakeBot? I do. I still have PancakeBot. I don't know when I'm going to use it again. If you can't tell looking behind me, this is actually the guest bedroom in my house. I'm not recording in my classroom anymore as audio. So I don't know where I would set up PancakeBot. I might be able to set it up here, and I might be able to get a camera overhead to film. I haven't quite figured that out yet. But yes, I still have PancakeBot. I still use it. Hey, Zadiel, since I got you here, did you see the Mr. Betts video I was in? Tell me you saw it. If you didn't, go to Mr. Betts' class and check out his summertime video. There's a cameo by me in it. You probably like it. It's pretty cool. You like Mr. Betts anyway. Angel, so yes, great. Hey, question for you, Angel. You got the notification. What time? Because I went live about 9:18, 9:20. What time did you get the notification? You know what? That bookshelf is actually pretty cool. That was my parents' bookshelf, so I have no idea how old it is. It's older than me. So that's kind of crazy. Couple things. I'm just trying to look at the screen here. Oh yeah, it's audio. You guys see that video. Couple of things I want to point out from the bookshelf, and remind me to talk more about it. But I got my Civil War, every day of the year. Got a bunch of Civil War stuff in here. I got my copy of Ron Chernow's Alexander Hamilton, but I got a bunch of different books. We got William James Bryan, Theodore Roosevelt's history, Andrew Jackson biography right here. We have Washington's Rules of Civility. The 104, I forget how many. 101 rules that Washington copied down as a young man on how to live, like always be kind and don't be rude, don't eat with your hands, stuff like that. Like 7 minutes ago. Okay, so not too bad. Let's see, what else do I want to point out? I got the bust of Abraham Lincoln up here. I found that at a antique shop around here. Can't really see it, but I have my stereoscope, the original VR, which I don't have any of the cards. I left them in my classroom. But you put the card here, look through, and I can't see me. I'm trying to see if you can see my eye. Oh, what's that? Oh, I think that's my ear. Anyway, you look through that, and the image becomes three-dimensional because the original cameras were actually built with two lenses, which would take, just like your eyeballs, two pictures. So then you put the same pictures, and they're just slightly skewed. When you look through, you see the image in 3D. So I thought that was pretty cool. Every time I go to an antique shop, I'm always looking to see if I can't find more stereoscope cards. Oh, let's see. And what else do I got? Oh, this book right here. Echoes of the Civil War. It's a pinhole photography, which I'll have to do a whole video on pinhole photography just because it's so cool. But it's basically something that you can make at home. You have to go? All right, Angel. You have a good night, buddy. I'll see you tomorrow. Pinhole photography, you could actually take a box and put your own 35mm film behind it and then just expose the film to the light, and then cover up. It's really cool. I'll do a video on pinhole photography just because that book's really cool. Oh, world history, huh? Oi. How's that going for you? Doing all right? Let's see. What's your essay about, Sadiel? Let's see, I'm trying to think where you are in the curriculum. If Miss Ing was watching, she could tell me too. Alright, but just to reiterate, I'm waiting for you to get back to me on the reply. Just to reiterate why I brought this video on. Aww. That means a lot. I appreciate hearing that, or reading that. Thank you, sir. Hey, nothing beats that time you brought a Tesla to school. Come on. You win. That's the coolest thing ever. I'll never forget that. Yeah. But I think we'll wrap it up. I know I got a late start, so I don't need to stay on too late. It's been about, 13, 14 minutes, something like that. So, I'm going to get out of here. Byzantine. Oh, I'll be honest with you. I've never been a big fan of the Byzantine Empire. Like, meh. Like, it doesn't excite me. Not that it's saying it wasn't important. I'll never say that. I just never got into it. Maybe I'll do some more research, do a video, kind of pique my curiosity. I don't know. We'll see what's happening. Alright, so I'm going to get out of here. And it's 9:30. Oh, goodness, it's past my bedtime. Joking. Not really. Alright, so Zadiel, you take it easy, buddy. You finish your homework. I'll see you next time. If you're watching this on replay, hope you guys have a good night. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Logan! Which Logan is this? Logan Badley sings. I can think of one Logan that comments on all my videos. Which Logan am I speaking to? Good night, Zadiel. Logan, it looks like you just got here, but it looks like I'm about to wrap up. But I will recap what I was talking about, just because you're just coming in here, and I hate to have you log into a live stream and just miss the end of it. Change your name from Loghead. Talking about Greenland. Of course it's Logan Rock. Who else would it be? You're the only Logan I know that comments on my videos. What was I going to say? Greenland. I don't know if you've heard, but Trump has offered to buy Greenland, and Denmark said, no, that's preposterous. And, they're going back and forth, and, he's calling her nasty names and all that good stuff. But why? The question I asked was, why would the United States want to buy Greenland? Well, the simple answer is, we don't know. There is an old Cold War era, nuclear missile site under the ice that, because of climate change and global warming, the ice is melting, which could expose the nuclear radiation and destroy the ecosystem. Maybe we want to clean that up. That's possible. Or perhaps it's because there are rare earth minerals that the United States could mine and then make our own cell phones instead of having to import from China. I don't know. But I read an article tonight, and read a couple actually, just looking up before this video, and that's really interesting. And, the whole history and civics, government, all that good stuff class, tries to simplify things for you, but it's never black and white. There's always a lot more to these stories. So I thought I would make a video share about that. So that was the really abbreviated Cliff Notes version. What do you think? Any other questions? I guess before I sign off completely, I should say, does anyone have any questions for me? Anything they want to ask, talk about, anything? I'll stay on for a few more minutes because I know there's a delay between when I talk and when you hear me. Check to see. Still says I have excellent connection. CPU still running at around 18%. Yeah, this is awesome. I agree. That's pretty crazy. Yeah. I don't know. What else you guys got? Anything you want to talk about tonight before I go? Floor is yours. I'll tell you. School year is crazy so far. Crazy busy, but it's been a pretty good year on my end. Hope you guys are. Logan, I hope you have a great year too. Where are you at now? You're at Celebration, right? I know some of the teachers over there, so you take care. They'll treat you right. Oh, Zadia, I am not an Apple guy. You should know that. I always say Apple's for left-handed people. I bet it is, but I'll tell you, this computer that I got is pretty awesome. Just messing around. I haven't really edited anything yet, but typically when I upload a clip to my software, it takes a time. You can watch it render frame by frame as it gets there. But this new computer, I put up a 5-minute clip just to see what happened, and it went and it rendered instantly. So I'm pretty happy. So I'm not sure if you remember, but the guest star you had on your Montesquieu video was at my school last year. So great. Caden, I'm not going to know how to pronounce that. Was it Aiello? Caden, you're in Claremont in Lake County. You're talking about Mr. Haber, right? Yeah, Mr. Haber and I used to work together at Horizon Middle School, and then I moved to West Side, which is a different school in Osceola County, and then he moved over to Lake County. So, we're spreading out the virtual history message, statewide, and, it's going to grow eventually, right? Arcade, you gotta help me out, because, the only other thing I can think of is at Osceola County School for the Arts. We had a field trip for all the 8th graders last year, and he's a cool guy. I love working with him. Zadiel, you're going to Neo City? Dude. Of all people, Zadiel, you're going to love Neo City. I'll share this story since we got everyone here. Oh yeah, that's the best place to start. Yeah. And then look into Full Sail. They'll help you out. Yeah, we had the 8th grade field trip to Osceola County School for the Arts for a play, and all the middle schools were, staging, waiting to get in, and my kids from West Side are over here, and I look, and to the side, I see a teacher I used to work with at Horizon. I'm like, oh, Horizon's here. Where's Mr. Haber? And I run over, and I say, Mr. Haber, get over here. And he comes over, and my kids see him because they'd already watched the Montesquieu video, and they start screaming. Now, Logan, you were there. You can attest to this, right? When we asked him to sing live, and he sang live, and everyone in the crowd was singing along, and only West Side knew what was going on because not everyone had seen the video. All right, Logan, you'll vouch for me. I'm not lying, right? Yeah. Mr. Haber said he felt like a celebrity that day. wish there was a way to see who's actually watching right now. It's under analytics. No. Yeah, see, Logan, you're still on here. That was a fun day. Alright. I think I'm going to call it a night now, guys. I appreciate you spending your night with me. I appreciate you hanging out. I'm sure, good catching up. Oh, Zadi.